Still, Socopithecines think that they are the most cunning and will definitely deceive everyone. In each of them sits a sketch artist and winks at the other. They are even trying to turn their own infantile circus with the collection of signatures for the cunning Nadezhdan into an imitation of the anti-war movement. And now Naturala Volkov is broadcasting that the people are against the war, which is what needed to be proven. And they are ready to present this opinion as a serious argument for not paying reparations to Ukraine after the war. Scoops never do anything for nothing. And now inside the cave, the illusion of the reality of the election process is created with signatures for the anti-war candidate. The app works brilliantly. Sketchy demiurges roll Nadezhdan's ball under thimbles in such a way that it takes the breath away of the hairy people. It is clear that in the end the stump will give birth to a rat, and with stunning results. Still, it's not in vain that Elichka Pamphilova chews on her rations. It is also clear that the West does not recognize the results of this fascist fuss, which means that any negotiations after March 18 will become impossible. Who to talk to, with international terrorists who have just finally usurped power? That is why Lavrov rushed to the United States for the last time to try to personally convey the bold proposal. We are stopping the war under your guarantees, and even agreed to Ukraine's entry into NATO. And in return we receive 18% of the occupied territories of Ukraine. The main message: the cave needs a break. It has accelerated to such deadly speeds that it is already suffocating. From sanctions, deterioration of infrastructure, lack of personnel and general exhaustion. Such breakthroughs are looming on the horizon that not only civil planes, but also elevators in high-rise buildings will begin to fall. And before everything collapses, the system is looking for the last chance to somehow come to an agreement. Crooked, askew, it doesn't matter. The main thing is to survive. The Kremlin lads have been giving these signals since September. They intensified in December, but the United States responded that Ukraine's position exists for all impudent wishes, so the bald devil should address his delusional proposals to Kyiv, and they will decide whether to accept them or not. This means that the guys made it. They will no longer be rolled up manually, but with the help of NATO tools. And Putin's swan song may soon sound in the Kaliningrad region, where he slipped away on Thursday to personally test the enclave's readiness for a clash. Propaganda sirens have already howled about the inevitability of cutting through the Suwalki corridor, because without it, Kaliningrad will face a painful blockade. Until hunger. And the head of the Foreign Intelligence Service, Naryshkin, howled that the vile West was in full swing preparing a revolution in Russia using proven, Maidan technologies. And at this time the Kremlin itself is pushing the North Korean yuan towards war with South Korea. It didn't work out to disperse US forces in the Middle East, but it will definitely work in the Korean direction. The more hotspots, the murkier the water in which the rat intends to catch its luck. In the States, Trump is raging, who, according to the Washington Post, prevented Democrats and Republicans in Congress from agreeing to provide Ukraine with $61 billion in aid, which Joe Biden requested. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy warns that if Republicans blow up the agreement, Russia could defeat Ukraine and Europe would be under threat. Europe is preparing for war. Germany is preparing a comprehensive national defense plan, and British Chief of the General Staff Patrick Sanders declares the need to increase the size of the army. On January 25, the largest NATO exercise since the Cold War began. More than 90,000 military personnel of the alliance countries will work on implementing defense plans to respond to a possible attack by Russia. This will be a clear demonstration of our unity, strength and determination to defend each other, our values and the rules-based international order, said NATO's Supreme Commander Europe, General Christopher Cavoli. By all indications obvious and indirect, Putin is doomed to win the March plebiscite, if only to finish out his disastrous game. And it will be up to others to clear away the pile of wood that he has broken and will continue to break. The main thing is that the system itself does not survive. How fragments of the Nazi Reich did not survive in 1945. The cave should freeze and fry 100%, after which it will collapse to the ground.